Hi. I know it's been a while, but I've been really, really busy, and that's good. But I don't know about you. Things have been off. Outwardly, even as I reflect, things look like they're going in the right directions. A lot of things are happening in the right direction. But lately, I'm still feeling off or disconnected. Like, what's showing on the outside doesn't match what's going on the inside. So, if you're feeling like that, then this is for you. So, my question is going to be for not just me, but for those of you going through the same thing. My question is, if things look like they're going right on the outside, but you feel off or you feel disconnected, what is the guidance or advice? So that's what I've already put the intention in, and already right away we get an answer. But I just kind of figured if I'm going through it, then you're also going through it, or at least somebody is. Maybe one person, maybe 100, I don't know, but I don't believe that when I go through something, I'm the only one going through it, because there's so many people here that there's no way that only one person is feeling this one thing. So we got a couple decks out, and then we'll go back to the normal. And I've already shuffled the, that's way too many. I've already shuffled, and with my vice versa deck, the top one that I can see is on point, so I'm leaving it there, and I'm going to show it to you here in just a minute. Okay, there's that one. Oh, there's two. Alright, that's fine. I don't know why it happens that way, but it does sometimes, and it's really weird. It's like, I don't know, I'm so grateful for what I've got going right, so why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like things are going wrong when they're not? Maybe it's just it's been so long that I've always had when things go right, the other shoe's gonna fall. Maybe, I don't know, but maybe it's just me. First message is growth, and what is on the bottom is pulling us forward, or pushing us forward, is stability. This is what's underneath. I always like to use these as what we can't see, or what's the underlying truth on the bottom. So the biggest message, the one that's pushing us, in its stability. So I'm really, really big and focused on stability right now, finding that place within not only my spiritual realm, but also the physical, because we live in the physical, right? We have to deal with everything on the physical level. So a lot of it is not just trying to attain that spiritual knowledge and gifts and growing. We also need to live the life that we are meant to live on the physical realm. So that stability is really important, and getting growth only happens with change. So maybe when things are looking like it's going right, but not everything is perfect, because life's never going to be perfect, but it hasn't reached that level of where you want it just yet, but things are good. Maybe this feeling of it's not right, even though it looks right, maybe this is where the growth is coming in. Maybe it's letting you know that not to settle right now, because things are getting better, things are growing, things are changing, the stability's coming in. And that makes sense. That makes sense coming into it. It really does. That things cannot stay the same if you're wanting things to change. At the bottom of this deck, this is my life deck. It's got movement. You'll make good progress now, and you will be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forward are possible. So that's definitely where my goal is. Wow, this is interesting. We've got answers. The message is answers. You will resolve your current situation soon. Work-wise, you'll find unique ways to stand out. You'll find a new opening with job security. I asked a question. If things look like they're going well, but they feel off. What is the message? And here's the answers. Whatever you're going through currently, you will not stay there. It will change. And the next one is adventure. You make exciting work moves. You make exciting work moves that could take you outdoors or on a trip. You'll need to climb steady to reach your financial goals. It's starting to be like a very personal reading, because a lot of the things that it's talking about mean a whole lot to me, and I hope it means a whole lot to you. So far, what the message is, the reason things feel off is because there's movement forward. You're rising to get to where you want to go. Interesting. At the bottom of this one, this is my Hard Truth deck. It's really, really neat. It doesn't cut. It says it as it is. The bottom, failure anxiety. Avoiding failure. Failure also means avoiding success. You're stuck in planning mode and your potential is locked away. Success is achieved by trying. Well, there you go. By not doing is not succeeding, is not achieving. So that's in and of itself a message right there, because if you don't try, you'll never succeed. The worst thing that you could be told is no. But if you don't even try, you'll never get an answer. You'll never get out of the situation that you're currently in. But the message is support. Sometimes it's necessary to ask for help, and that's okay. Accept assistance. I've been talking a lot today. Accept assistance when offered. You don't have to do it alone. For those of you, like me, that don't like to ask for help because you think you're going to be a burden to someone else, stop. This is the time to ask. This is the time to say, I need help. Yes, we come here to live the life that we're meant to, or to experience the life that we're meant to, but we're not meant to do it alone. We're meant to do this as a community, whatever your community looks like. It is okay to ask for help. It is okay to say, I will let go of how I think things should be done if there is a better way. Because if you don't ask for help, you don't know that there may be a better way, an easier way, a more profitable way. Spirit is letting you know they are with you. The bottom of the deck, the spirit door to spirit is open. They are there. They are willing to help you. All you have to do is ask. And what comes out is the sun. Things aren't matching up right now, because where you are right now is not where you're stopping. Even though things look good right now, you're not meant to stay there. And I say that because we have the tower, but this is the backside of the tower. There's nothing there. It was just a facade, right? And what's interesting is you got the chariot down here, and it crashed into that facade of a tower, right? So it had to come down. It's almost like what's happening right now feels like it's a facade, but it's not, right? You've elevated to this point, and it's a good point. If you're anything like me, it's a good point. But it's not where you're meant to be. It's not where you're meant to end up. So this chariot, the poles, it's two Sphinx women that are bared. So that's why I'm not showing it. But the chariot, let me do it this way. The chariot may be broken, but they're not. They're healthy, right? I know I can't show you. But there's nothing wrong with the Sphinxes that are pulling, or that pulled the chariot. So you need to make a new chariot. And you need to pull, and you start over from there. That's what that is, right? It's the facade of what is happening right now, because it's not meant to happen. You're not meant to stay there. You're not meant to stay. You're meant to get to where you're meant to be. But I feel like the Chariot had to be there for a minute because it shows you, no, too much. It's awesome, but it's too much. I think where it stopped the Chariot, because the Chariot has no brakes, it crashed into that tower. All right, calm down. It stopped there because this is a good place, right? It thought it was a good place to stop and rest. It's a resting point. Oh my gosh, it's a resting point. That's why things feel off, is because you're not meant to stay here. You're meant to go off. You're meant to go on. You're meant to go to where it is you're supposed to go. You need to make a new Chariot. Put in the hard work. I bet you anything the Eight of Pentacles will come out. I'm gonna laugh if it does. It isn't. Okay, but that's fine. And the Tower's back. That's crazy. So, this is really interesting. This is the Nine of Swords. I don't really like the Nine of Swords because it's all about anxiety and worry and stress. But this deck is so interesting. He is lit up, and so are those swords. So all he can see are those swords. He can't see past it. So on the other side, he's looking out the window. That's where the light is shining from. But those swords are lit up, blocking his view of to what it is that he truly wants, right? And I think because you've gotten to such a good place to where you hadn't been before, it's something last year you would have loved to have reached where you are right now. But since you made that journey, there's been more that you want to accomplish. So where you are right now is a place that you would have loved to have been last year, 5 years ago, wherever, however long ago this place you are right now is something you've always wanted to be, always wanted to reach. But you're not happy here. And I think that's why the disconnect and discontent, the feeling of unease, is because you're not meant to be right here. And it's that internal. Those swords aren't touching him. He's not hurt by him. It's just causing him sleepless nights. With the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands, each of these people have two wands in their hand, and there's one that's broken on the bottom in between them, and they're fighting. And there is a volcano going off behind them. This is a big, usually five is change, and most of the time it's just them fighting, whatever. But this feels so much heavier, so much more intense. And it's supposed to be you having a skirmish, a verbal, a back and forth, a disagreement, whether it's family, whatever. But this one feels internal. This is about, and it's like you fighting you. I know there's another person, but this really feels like it's you fighting you over something you're so passionate about. That fire, right? The volcano, something you're so passionate about, of what you really truly want versus, but things are good. Things are really good right now. It's that internal battle, right? It's you realizing, but things are so good, but I'm not happy. Things are so good, but I'm not happy. That's what that is. Once you make that decision to put this chariot together and go off, you're going to leave. This is the Four of Cups. Most of the time, it's someone sitting against a tree, and Divine is either handing the cup where you can't see, or like in this case, all four cups are just pulled over, and you're just so melancholy. Woe is me. But on this side, the side that came out, there's no more person, there's only a ship. Meaning, those cups, it's all been left behind. It's like the Eight of Cups, going away, going towards you want. It's not the ship has come in. He's left and gotten on that ship to go towards his son, to go after what he wants, to go for that adventure. This is awesome. I know I asked the same question about Fermi's, but if this is where you are, you're not staying here. It takes a little bit of work and realizing that there's a lot more to do. There's a lot more to go and see and do and experience. What started out kind of like, oh, I don't like this. Really kind of neat. Don't know where that came from, but that was a confirmation. Many blessings.